Well, hello everyone, and I guess it's time for the gear change show, so let's get the show on the road. So the circuit I am at is a Circuit de Rouen les Astartes. It's in northern France, so...
The rain's getting heavier, so watch out for standing water in the straits.
Gonna turn the car off for a minute so you guys can hear me. Hello everyone, and welcome to... Actually, do I have the right tires on? I don't think I do. Turn the pit box. Tuning set up. I have to put my right tires on so I can give you guys... yeah, all weather kind of seems... So this is, as I said, this is Circuit de Rouen les Astartes in northern France. So I'm just going to shut the car off for a little bit. So this circuit was introduced was opened in the 1950s, and it served from 1955 up until 1974-ish. Most races, and then it would be, and its final configuration would be, well, it'd go through three configurations. From 1951 to 1954, the original layout, the one I'm not on, I'm on the shorter layout. Well, I think I'm on the final layout. This is the final configuration. This is the one that they used from 74 to 1994, so almost 20 years, and then they closed it because it was on public roads mostly, which you'll see in a minute. And then the game also has the second configuration, which was 1955 to 1971, and I'm gonna take you around the circuit, both circuits, and then I'm going to show you guys a lap when it's not raining. Okay, this isn't good. Lowe's being a little British here. Okay, this isn't funny. Sorry, I had to get it in neutral. And let me put the rain wipers on. Alright, so this is the final iteration of the circuit. I did not need you to change back into menu. Alright, so I'm here on the start-finish straight. That was the start-finish line back there somewhere. So this is turn one. It's a little... I'm not going to be going very fast because... So this little bend right here is turn two. this right here is Virage des Les Ferres 6 Ferreras. Ferreras. It also, that means 6 brothers in Ferres. Yeah, 6 Ferres. That is 6 brothers in short for 6 brothers in French. This right here is Barrage Nouveau Monde. This is the hairpin. Cobblestones. Those are cobblestones, folks. As I said, this is a street circuit, so. And then we go through the bend here, turn 5. Down this long little straight, down this little straightaway. Turn 6. The little Ford Escort. It's not a Lotus. This little bend right here is Barrage Samson. This long swooping. That's long swooping right-hander is the Corbeil d'Atoll. Turn 9. And a little bit of a straightaway. You see the classic grandstands. It's a pretty cool track. I mean, I'm not full tilt, but here's turn 10. Barrage de Grisel. And we go down the slight bend here into turn 12. This is the Virage d'Autoroute because this was part of a roadway. This little bend right here was part of a roadway. And a bit of a long straightaway here. Well, not so straight, but that was Virage de la Côte, and then we get to the big hairpin here. Another hairpin. This was Virage de Paradis, which I can only Paradis is probably paradise or Paradis. And then we go back to the start finish straight. So yeah, so this circuit was. So that was the layout. So this circuit was started in 1951. This is the final layout. This is 74 to 94 layout. I'll show you guys the full layout. But this is the full. But this was sort of. Now, in the original part of the circuit, now this little tail right here, the Six Brothers corner, the Six Ferrers. This is Ferris. This was used to be one long straight. This track was very fast back in its day. Produced some fast lap times. I think Jack Brabham did a 2:11 in the second configuration. There's no lap time technically recorded for the first one. For the first or the second one, Wikipedia doesn't really have a thing, doesn't have a lap record, but apparently this thing was very fast, and there was a couple fatalities. I believe they changed the Six Brothers complex because of a crash, a burning, when somebody burned to death. I forget who it was. And that's where I'm actually getting my, oh yeah, Joe Slesher. Yeah, Joe Slesher. So it was a downhill corner, and it was, see, there's a lot of grades here, so a lot of bends and stuff like this. A lot of public roads, and you can see why a lot of people would crash on this circuit, because it's small, it's tight. I think it's time to show you guys the real circuit. So what I'm going to do is I am going to show you guys the version that they used from 55, and this was a longer version, and the corners are somewhat the same. So this is the 4.06 mile. This is the second configuration that we're going to 12. This is the one where Jack Brabham actually did his. I'm going to take you guys around a tour of this one, and you're going to notice some differences from this circuit to that circuit. So there's some, this circuit is a lot faster than the original. The corners are the same, but there's a lot of but there's a huge difference in corners and stuff like that. So this is the start, main, finish.
The rain's getting heavier, so watch out for standing water in the straight.
So you go down this big long, so this is that part that's downhill bit. You can see how Joe Slesher got this wrong and slid into the wall and ended up being part of it was in a crash, Yeah, so this is the famous Six Brothers right here, downhill. You can see that this dips a little bit. Then we're gonna come up to the Virage di Novo Monday. Again, cobblestones. So I can feel through the rumble pack on the. I can hear the tires. I can only imagine what the Formula One cars of the day felt in these conditions. So we're going through. Bend the road here. And then we're gonna come up to the little Indianapolis style bit. This is like Indianapolis at Le Mans. It's gone uphill. That's Virage de Sampson. And then up there, you know, we've got this long sweeper. You know, we got Corbe del Elaton. And then a long straightaway. With the Gristle corner, sharp right-hander, continuing right-hander. Cars really, I can see that the cars were probably solid on the throttle for a lot of the laps. So this track was fast, so it was not very forgiving to race cars. And then we come up to Scotty, which was a bend, sharp bend. Get on the throttle, more cobblestones. Yeah, this place was known for cobblestones, so yeah, this was a pretty fast track. As I said, the lap time on 67 was 2:11 in Formula One cars back then, and this probably raced. This raced probably very well. So. This track produced a lot of great racing, apparently, and they raced Formula One, Formula Two, French touring cars over the years. And hey, we're back to the start-finish straight. So yeah, that's a lap around. That's a lap guide. So I've got around here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you just what a car can do around here if it's set up right. So, the reason, so you know, and later on the chicane, the Six Brothers was made into a chicane. And it was this Roches after that. The reason why the circuit closed down is because, one, you know, it was a street circuit, and two, I'll pick a car that probably raced here in the period. So 72, yep, definitely raced here. I don't think it's 70. Yeah, Cosworth 78 probably ran there. Is this the ground effect car? I think it is. Yeah, Yeah, I think this is the ground effect car. Could be wrong, but yeah, this was known for its blind corners, and it raced Formula 2 until 78. This was also used for the motorcycle Grand Prix, French motorcycle Grand Prix. As I said, it was run with touring cars as well. So, you know, this was a very famous circuit. It's just, it doesn't really exist. Although right now, if you try to go to It's actually northern France. If you try to go to this one now, and they were gonna keep, and even the cobblestone, I just gotta make sure my downforce is all the way to maximum, because this circuit is probably gonna be tricky. So, what do I got from here, by the way? Nope, I don't want that. I'm gonna need more than that. I'm gonna need like 90 liters, like 18 laps. I'm gonna keep it at 3.4 because So here we are in a Formula One car from what would have been the period. And yes, this is the ground effect car that Andretti did run. So I'm going to do a preliminary lap, and then I'm going to show you what a Formula One car can do around this circuit. And get some heat into the tires, because as you guys can see, I can see why Joe Slasher ended up dying. We're going through. We went through six brothers, and then Nova de Monde. Now we're up to Samsun, which is like Indianapolis. Bellevue and Corrève d'Étang, and then which is this long right-hander. And we're coming up to Scave. Barrage de Pyrénées, and then back onto the Starkville Straight. So let's start a lap, shall we? Through the right-hander here, and we're gonna go. We just went past the Six Brothers, Nova de Monde, Samsun. Now we're going up to. Through the S's, through the S axis here, then we're going to Barrage de Samsun, uphill, checks these cars out fairly well. And then Skiddy, Xavier. Probably pronouncing these names wrong. Another more cobblestones. And we're gonna fire through Garage du Paradis, and I'm not supposed to put that down here, but which isn't quite Brabham's, but Garage the Samson, and now Garage the Covid. And we're gonna go up to Grissom. So yeah, and then we're gonna go through this long right-hander. Garage the Paradis. Onto the Start Fern Street. Didn't quite hit it, but as I said, I wasn't going for a lap time. So yeah, apparently some big names raced here, and a car like the Lotus 78, this Lotus 78 would definitely have raced here, especially with the Fort Cosworth Brigade. And if you guys can't tell, this is the ground effect car because it has those weird side pods. So this is so yeah, this is a really cool circuit. It's very drivable. It's got really good handling. I'd hate to think what a real Formula car would do here if I had a really planted race car here, or an LMP1 or something like that. I don't think it would do very well here, but as this is the gear change show, I'm going to do something very weird, and I'm going to bring an LMP1 car here. So you know, this race was very touring cars used to race at this touring car. This was a big touring car track. So as I said, it was French touring car territory, and it was very. I would say it's a very good racetrack for that sort of thing. Now, this LMP1 may be a little overkill. I don't know how it's going to be because these LMP1 2016 hybrid beasts have over 900 horsepower, so I don't know what they're going to be like on the circuit, but this was definitely a circuit for cars that could handle and cars that were nimble. I can see why motorcycles were on it, so it was definitely a challenge back in the day because it had so much of a grade on it. And as I said, the reason why this did not make it, the reason why this didn't make it is because there was economic and safety reasons, and you're gonna probably see in the lap that this might be a little difficult. So this was a street circuit, so street circuit isn't something that they did. So what happened was in '94 it closed. They were thinking of reviving it, and then eventually they said no, we're gonna close it. So they went and they demolished the grandstands, and everything in between, and they really killed maybe one of the greatest circuits, I think, in the history of racing. And it was a great circuit. This produced some great racing. It was very dangerous, don't get me wrong. Now you saw the Lotus struggle around these corners, but look at what this modern LMP1 with almost 1,000 horsepower under the hood is doing. It's just eating up these corners. So we already been through Six Brothers. Now we're going up to Samson. Barrage Samson, Samson, and Bouvelle. No problem whatsoever for this hybrid LMP1 car. Plenty of braking opportunities, and we're going to go through Grissid without a problem on the watch. And then we're going to go through Scaria, and then Barrage de Paradis. Six Brothers, like no one's business because we now have the aerodynamic grip. I can see why Joe Slasher had so much trouble and crashed in these corners. And RP to him, Joe Slasher is obviously grandfather to Joe Louis Slasher, who was a Mercedes endurance driver for Mercedes Sauber in the 70s and 80s. 70s, 80s, 90s, I believe. Samsung. Now we're going up to Gressel. Charging our way. As you can see, a modern LMP1 car just eating this circuit up. And Rouge Gris, Paradis. See how high we can get this time. 182 and a lap time of 2:04. Not bad, actually. 2:04 is not bad. I believe the Formula One lap time was 1:11. Was 2:11 on this circuit. So, and I'm not using the hybrid deployment the whole time. So yeah, this is. Ooh, doggies, those brakes are hot. So yeah. Guys, this is on Les Estartes, and the reason why I did this is because, well, France is, well, I'm part French. I might come out here, your humble host. I'm actually part French, so thought I'd do something on, in my home, not my home country. My home country's technically I'm French Canadian, but my roots are in France. So this is if you were to go to this circuit today, none of this would be around here. Those grandstands in the back, I'm motioning with the car. See those see the grandstands in the back there? Those were not there anymore. None of this is. All the circuit has been paved over. I believe it's an auto route. I believe if you go here now, you can check up on the website. It's pretty cool. What it looks like now. You can drive the original circuit if you knew what it was back in the day. But it's cool to think that at one point. That France had a racetrack like this, and a 2-minute lap time, pretty darn decent. And I'm not in a Formula car, so, and this is a fendered Le Mans car, so this is not by all means the best thing. If I was using all the hybrid tech, I'd probably be going faster, but I just wanted to get a lap time, so I'm actually faster than a modern Formula One car, and I'm not surprised that I'm not that faster, because I'm having to back off the throttle so much because these turns are tight, even for this car with the wide wheels and stuff like this. So this was more, as I said, this was more of a touring car track. I think a lighter LMP2 car might actually do better here. Actually, I'll have to see that out. Actually, that might be a nice 25 gear change show race. That might be actually a Sunday night or a Friday night race. Actually, folks, I think I came up with my Friday night content. I think Friday night, Friday night on, I think it's either the 12th. I think I might. think I might do a 25. I think I might do a 25 lap race here in an LMP2. So I'll have to do some reconnaissance. But I wanted to do some stuff. So yeah, so you guys are definitely going to be seeing this circuit again. I'm going to try to do a Formula One race. But yeah, you can see how demanding this place truly is, and probably one of the greats. It's too bad that we lost it to safety concerns, because there's only very few race circuits that are still on public roads but have a main racing circuit. I'm pretty sure Le Mans is one of them. I mean, we also have St. Peter. I mean, we also have Long Beach, which is another good one. But pure high-speed racing circuit, we don't have too many of them anymore. This was one of the oldies, so, and I don't think sports cars really raced here, so too much, because as I said, it's kind of a track built for nimble. Kind of a track built for nimble cars. So and and as I said, I was able to squeeze out a 204 out of this car. If I went a little harder, maybe, and you're seeing the section times, it's taking me half a minute to get through some of the. It's taking me half a minute to a minute to get through some of these sections. That just shows you how long these tracks were and how much they put a premium on speed and handling. This LMP1, I bet you if I had its tires really warmed up over the course of a race, I bet you if I did 10, 11, maybe 13 laps with the tires, I bet you I probably could get my lap time down and really just hammer this thing. So yeah, folks. So yeah, I'm just going to show you a track map. So where I am right now is in section sector 1. I'm down. Well, actually, no. I'm actually right on that curve, just right behind the start, just right beyond the start-finish straight. I'm just down there at the dip going into the. And that section where it goes into those S's, those are the Six Brothers, and that is where Schlescher lost his life to that crash. So I'm not doing that again. So yeah, guys, this has been a Gear Change Show. My overview of and a kind of a drive around of the Circuit D. Runan, Les Astartes, and Astartes, and it in a great track at that. It's just a shame that they had to demolish it. So the other track that's kind of like this is Rem. Rem was a 12-hour race that actually started at midnight, and they actually ran into the middle of the day, which was pretty interesting. So there's actually photos of the guys starting on the start-finish rate at night, and well, actually, I don't think it was midnight. I think it was like 6 in the. I think it was like 2 in the morning. They were crazy back then. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, guys, and I am going to see you guys later. I'll see you guys, and good night. It's been the Gear Change Show. I believe this is number 6. Good night, everybody, and I hope you enjoyed this history lesson of this great circuit, and just how much of a driver's dream this is. All right, peace, bye.